Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Beer Geek Nation. I'm yours, Chris. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another beer review. And today, guys, we're looking at a viewer request. Actually, it was sent to me by Brian, so I got to give a big thanks to him. And he wanted me to re-review this one. This one is from Founders Brewing out of Michigan. This is their Devil Dancer. They're considering it a triple IPA. Comes in at 12% alcohol by volume, so a massive beer. 112 IBUs. They say theoretically it's upwards of 200 IBUs. Basically, it's a massive IPA hop. 26 days, dry hop, 26 days with 10 different hop varieties. So a big beer. I've previously reviewed this beer, so you can check that out. I wanted to give it another shot because it has been a while. So again, I got to give big thanks to Brian. So with that said, let me get into a glass so that you guys know how it smells, tastes, and give you the verdict on the Founders Devil Dancer Triple IPA. All right, guys, so the appearance on the Devil Dance. Well, it lives up to the name exactly. It's a dark, dark amber, you know, verging on like a blood red when it's out of light in the corner. You know, it's actually a pretty clear beer, surprisingly. I can see light through it. Nice carbonation streaming off the bottom there. There was maybe a finger's worth of a khaki off-white head dissipating really quickly, not sticking around at all. Decent amount of lacing, getting a lot of alcohol legs on this one. Definitely for 12% beer, I would expect that. A really nice looking beer. All right, guys, so the aroma on the Devil Dancer. Wow, yeah, this thing's just bursting with hops. You're getting immediately these big pine resins. That's the dominant flavor. Grapefruit rind. There's a little bit of lemon, a slight touch of mint, believe it, in kind of the back. I get a big kind of orange liqueur, kind of citrusy sweetness out of this one. There's fruit esters in it. There's kind of a big sticky brown sugar type of sweetness in there. A little bit of a syrupy quality, a touch of alcohol. It's just a massive, sweet, fruity smelling beer. Just amazing stuff. All right, guys, so the taste on the Devil Dancer. Cheers. Wow, yeah, right at the front of the tongue, there's a bitter, bitter blast of grapefruit and pine resin. Those characteristics that were in the aroma carry over in the taste perfectly. Immediately followed by this huge candy sugar base, you know, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of syrupy sweetness to really kind of help cut some of that bitterness. Middle of the mouth, I'm getting more of that orange liqueur, a kind of a berry liqueur. It's a sweet, boozy, fruity, estery kind of taste to it. The aftertaste on this thing, very, very sweet. Definitely hop forward, getting more of that bitterness, like in the grapefruit kind of range. Lingering sugars, definitely like maybe a little bit of a crust on a toast in there, a graininess. Really, really long, lingering flavor. The booziness really kind of creates this like fog in your mouth of these big kind of sweet, fruity esters and the alcohol just blending with it. Just a really, really different tasting beer. It's just unlike anything you're probably ever gonna have. All right, guys, so the final verdict on the Founders Devil Dancer Triple IPA, 12% alcohol by volume. It is a seasonal release. It is out now, so get it if you can. It is limited. I think for me, the big question in this one is it actually a double IPA or a triple IPA? Definitely in that category. For me, it's more of a really, really kind of West Coast hopped up barley wine. And with that said, it's gonna get a B+. I don't think this is Founders' strongest offering, but at the same time, it's really unlike anything else they do. It's just a slap in the face for hopheads. I mean, just huge hoppiness, big, big booziness, almost to the point of being an overly sweet malt load in this one. It reminds me a lot of like a Dogfish Head 120, but kind of dialed back and more balanced. With that said, this one does age pretty well. Again, it turns into a really, really solid barley wine, but try to get a fresh bottle just so you can kind of appreciate, you know, the qualities, the extreme kind of qualities in this beer. Devil Dancer is a perfect name for it. It's just a kind of a big beast that you gotta have to wrangle in and kind of really take a look at and appreciate. So with that said, gonna get a B+ from me, and it's really, really a very cool beer, very extreme beer, if you ask me, for what it's worth. So with that said, remember folks, life's too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.